This is Daniel Johnston from the Blogging Web, and today I'm going to show you some of the main differences between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. WordPress.org is something that you install on your hosting account, such as HostGator, Site5, Website Palace. You can install it either by like Quick Install or Fantastico Deluxe, or by FTP, but you can install it on pretty much any modern web host. WordPress.com, on the other hand, you just go to WordPress.com and create a free WordPress account and create a free domain such as this one. You can't customize the domain, it's not like all those ridiculous things like they used to be. But there are certainly a lot of advantages and disadvantages between the two. First, we're going to focus on the advantages of WordPress.com and then the disadvantages of WordPress.com. Because, there aren't many advantages to having WordPress.com. And, of course, WordPress.org, the main disadvantage of it, this is how we're going to start, is that, it costs money. Yeah, between usually about $7 a month plus $10 a year for your hosting and the domain, in my opinion, you should have to pay because these sites are hosting you. They're hosting your traffic. It costs money for them to do that, so you should have to pay. That's my view on it. I mean, it's a business. You can literally be making millions of dollars from this, for $7 a month. I don't know why people, complain, because they're giving you a service, so, why don't you pay for it, but a big advantage is that WordPress.com is one of the few good free ones out there. Some of the free ones, they're just terrible, just awful. WordPress.com is a pretty good free option. Also, is that they have high search engine rankings, and it's not easy to get good rankings in the search engine with these sites because you can't do like meta things and meta tags and meta descriptions like you can here in post, like here, custom title tag, meta description, meta keywords. See, those allow you to rank really easily in the search engines for those keywords. But on this, it doesn't give any options like that. So you can rank in the search engines highly for it if you know what you're doing with linking and the text that you link with, and you actually can rank pretty high and get search engine ranking. But you can do the same thing on a site like your own site, just not maybe to the same degree, maybe not as easily. But most people don't know, how to do all that search engine optimization stuff, and it takes a while. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. In some ways it's an advantage, some ways it's a disadvantage, It all depends on your personal level. And if you're using WordPress.com, you probably aren't at a high SEO level. Just my guess. So now we're going to focus on the aesthetics. And you can see here, these are my own sites. I designed them with the help of a theme. They pretty much did it all for me. All I had to do was choose the colors. Thesis, it's a premium theme. It costs, I think, $70. And you can see that, look, this site looks pretty professional. This site, looks pretty cool. But this site does not look very good at all. It looks bland. It looks, just like one of the other copycat sites on the net. And because so many people use these themes, because they're limited to using one of these, boring, basic themes. And this is one of the best one of them, but it's still bad. It's bad. It's bad, so certainly the design. If I come across a site and it has a design like this, I usually will just leave immediately, because that says to me, unprofessional. The person doesn't care about, the design of their site, and even if it is, like 39clevestech.com, and it is their own domain, still, this just looks really unprofessional. And I design is the first impression that people get, and first impressions are very important. So you could be potentially losing hundreds or even thousands of dollars in visitors by going with a design like this. And this is one of the better designs for WordPress.com. You wouldn't. I don't think you would like to see some of the worst designs. And so that really is a big factor. Another big factor is the plugins. See, here, these are things like you can automate it to like tweet. See these retweet buttons. You can to spread the word about your posts on Twitter. You can. Those are really. These can drive thousands and thousands and thousands of visitors to your site just with this button alone. There are tons of useful plugins that will help you rank higher in the search engines. That will, help you share your post, that will help you see how much traffic you're getting, and it's just non-existent on WordPress.com, unfortunately. And also, the main advantage of having your own hosted site on WordPress.org instead of WordPress.com is that on WordPress.com it is .wordpress.com, where you can buy your own domain on it. It's not recommended because it costs more than a host and it doesn't give you nearly as many options. So really, it's not a good idea. But see, look, Readers and Writers Paradise.com I think looks much more professional than like Readers and Writers Paradise.wordpress.com for branding. You will save. You would just get a lot more traffic. A lot of people will take it more seriously, and with this it's also easier again to rank in the search engines with the meta descriptions. And when I see like a site like whatever.wordpress.com, I just leave immediately. It says the person is not serious about their site. They're an amateur. They don't care about their site, and it's I just leave. I don't read any content because they've already given me a horrible first impression. Usually, if someone I trust recommends it, but still those free domains really look very unprofessional, and they're a lot harder to remember than like 39 clues tech.wordpress.com versus techkid.com, which is my own domain. But that's a lot easier to remember, so that's another advantage. So when you add that all up, of course, in my opinion, the gains of it far outweigh the disadvantages of having a WordPress.org versus WordPress.com. Yes, you will have to pay, but I mean, you will get just so much more. And if you have a site and you have good content and you know how to market it, you will be able to go much farther with a paid site than a free site. Some people think they need to build their free site up and then transfer to a paid site, but chances are you're never going to be able to get to the level of being able to ever transfer to a paid site with a free site, because most people just will leave from a free, uncustomized site. So that's just the differences between the two: WordPress.org, WordPress.com. Another domain you should go to, bit.ly/thebloggingweb. See you there. Bye.